we've seen a dramatic change in the way the federal government functions over the past 6 months. We had education dollars frozen. We have had federal contracts been put on hold. And some of the health services that hundreds of thousands of people here in Arizona rely on are now in limbo. It is the Trumpization of federal government services. Just about every expenditure is on the table, and this administration is geared toward cutting costs and the size of government. But that is creating real anxiety among state governors.
I'm concerned about a lot of commitments that the federal government has made to the states that they are now backing away from. It's cybersecurity related to elections. It's FEMA. It's the education funding that we just had to fight for to get unlocked.
Governor Katie Hobbs is just one of the voices speaking out. The planned cuts to Medicaid funding alone have the potential to impact health care across the state, and not just for the poor. But even where the Trump administration is increasing federal spending, like along the border, there's a sense that local leaders are in the dark. You're on the border. Are they talking to you and your colleagues about what you need?
Unfortunately, that's one of the things that I think is lacking.
John Fanning is a Santa Cruz County supervisor and says nobody from the administration is asking local experts or leaders where they need resources and where they don't.
And the fact that we're not getting that open communication or receiving that open communication with the federal government puts us in a position to where we can't relay information to our constituents.
All of these concerns are real, but
Donald Trump told us exactly what he was going to do, and he's doing it.
Republican strategist Wes Gullett tells us these are not growing pains, they're shrinking pains.
And I think that Republicans do want the government to shrink, and so I think they're a little less concerned about these impacts, but there is the point that you have to do your job.
And that is where we are today with the question, is the federal government meeting the definition of doing its job, or are these cost-cutting measures causing it to not do its job? The polls and the voters will decide soon enough. You can catch a lot more of that debate on this weekend's Politics Unplugged.
You have to wonder if this will change in year 2 of the Trump administration, because they have this policy of flooding the zone, doing so much at once. Even when you look at what happened with education funding, all our districts are about to start up or have started up. Until last week, a lot of that funding was frozen. Is it going to be the same next year, or is that wait and see?
That's one of the complaints is government can function with a bad budget, and government can function with a good budget. But government has a tough time functioning when the budget is uncertain. And right now it's all this uncertainty. Yeah. And I think the biggest complaint across the board from local Republicans and Democrats is just the uncertainty. Can you tell us the budget we're going to have? Are we going to have to keep fighting for these funds that we were promised at the last minute, or is it going to smooth out?
Yeah, same can be said for state and local governments and businesses. It's that uncertainty that has so many people kind of not knowing what's going to happen next.
Right.
Okay, thank you, Morgan.